452,000. That's how many kills the #1 leveled Skywars player, Lifelong, has. Being around him would certainly be pretty dangerous. But what is the most dangerous Minecraft world? The Minecraft world can be pretty deadly if you aren't careful. There are tons of different ways to die. But is there a specific Minecraft seed, a specific Minecraft world that can be considered the most dangerous? For one reason or another. That is what I want to explore in today's video. I hope you enjoy. When you think dangerous, something that should quickly come to mind is lava. Lava can kill you in seconds if you aren't careful. But what if you spawn in it? Loading up this seed in Minecraft 1.8.9 is not something I'd recommend doing. You spawn right into lava, dying in less than 5 seconds. Granted, when you respawn, you do leave the lava, but if you're on hardcore, it's all over. Not to mention, you're now stuck in a ravine with really no good way to get out, except for maybe dying again and trying to respawn outside. So, is this world the most dangerous Minecraft world? Not necessarily. There are literally tons of seeds that spawn you in lava, and I'm also looking for something in the current latest version of the game, 1.16.5. So, what are the main dangers of a world? 3 that instantly come to mind are ravines, mountains, and lava springs or lakes. So maybe the most dangerous Minecraft world is the world with the most of these features. I went ahead and loaded in 100 separate random worlds. I then looked through each one in a separate 16x16 chunk square around spawn, counting up how many of these features I noticed. The world with the most of these was this one, which had 2 ravines, 1 lava patch, and 5 mountains all in the same 16 chunk square around spawn. Does that mean that this Minecraft world is the most dangerous world in all of Minecraft? Again, maybe. It's up for interpretation. This world definitely has a lot of features that could kill you, so yes, it can be considered one of the most dangerous. But we can discover much, much deadlier worlds. And we will. Out of 100 worlds, there were 45 lava patches, 60 ravines, and 135 mountains. In this case, a mountain is high enough that if you were to jump from it, you'd be dead. These findings are a bit misleading though. According to this data, you'd expect each and every world to have 1.3 mountains in a 16 chunk square around spawn. Obviously though, this isn't true. The reason for this data is that biomes where there are mountains, like, well, mountain biomes, there are usually more than one mountain, thus raising the average per world. But what about worlds where there is more than one mountain per spawn? I'm talking about amplified worlds. When you create a new world, you have the option to make it amplified. This creates some really cool and really wild looking terrain. Not to mention, really dangerous. With this setting on, 98 out of 100 worlds I generated had tons of mountains at spawn. The other 2, I spawned in oceans. Amplified worlds are pretty much permanent mega mountain biomes, which can prove to be very dangerous if you explore from above and aren't careful. So you could argue that amplified worlds are some of the most dangerous in the entire game. But what about worlds that are dangerous for other reasons? This seed spawns you right next to a pillager outpost, which can kill you quite fast if you aren't careful, while this one on the other hand spawns you right in the middle of an ocean, with the nearest piece of land being this, 188 blocks away, and the nearest tree 363 blocks away. This can prove to be very dangerous if you can't get any wood, or food and are forced to hunt for fish and swim frantically away from trident drowns. Or maybe even this seed, which seems tranquil at first, until you discover that right in the center of this bamboo forest is a lava lake that threatens to burn down all the wildlife and cause massive wildfires. Not to mention release tons of harmful CO2 into the atmosphere and potentially suffocate all those who come near it. Oh wait, that only happens in real life every day. Oh, thank God. How about worlds that aren't dangerous for natural reasons, but for man-made reasons? This world and seed look pretty normal on the surface, right? Nothing strange. Well, this is actually the world seed of 2b2t, the largest anarchy server in Minecraft. Looking at footage of 2b2t's landscape, and it's hard to imagine all its seed has been through. On 2b, there are no rules, so users with hacked clients roam free, often slaughtering any new players that try to join. And that's not even the worst of it, but I won't cover that. But the problems for survival don't end there. There are little to no trees even thousands of blocks away from spawn, and getting food is also extremely difficult if you don't have friends like me or a hacked client of your own. Even then, it's still difficult. So you could make the case that 2b2t is the most dangerous Minecraft world, as when you join, if you don't have friends or you don't know what you're doing, it is very hard to survive. But let's come back to single-player worlds. Is there a world that can be crowned the most dangerous? I think so. Consider other worlds. Other dimensions. What's even more dangerous than the overworld? Well, the Nether and the End. These two dimensions that we're probably all familiar with are definitely deadlier than the regular overworld. The Nether is crawling with lava, piglins, ghasts, and the ruthless piglin brutes, while the End is filled with endermen, shulkers, and the Void. And let's not forget the freaking dragon. If you challenge me to survive 100 days in any dimension, I would almost always choose the overworld as opposed to one of these two. But there are even more dangerous worlds, and these are custom dimensions. The April Fool's update for 2020 introduced infinite dimensions. You could run the /warp command followed by any phrase of your choosing, and boom, you would be sent to a customized random dimension. And oftentimes, these were very deadly. Some dimensions, like colors, didn't really do too much to the world, and others, like bridges, weren't dangerous per se, but would be nearly impossible to progress in. And some, like danger, are extremely, well, dangerous. It's just a bedrock ceiling, and there are so many more very deadly worlds. Truth be told, there's no way I could possibly find a definite most deadly dimension. Because there are so many, there's always the chance that there exists a more dangerous one than the one I'm in. I recommend exploring it though and seeing what dimensions you can find. If you find one that looks really cool, feel free to tag me on Twitter at Wifies was taken with a picture and the name of the dimension. I may just end up using it for a thumbnail like the one you're watching now. Speaking of which, something extremely dangerous is the worrying amount of people who watch these videos and aren't actually subscribed. If you're enjoying the video or have made it to this point, I would greatly appreciate it if you could subscribe. It's completely free and helps the channel a ton. So thank you very much, and let's get right back into it. Some Minecraft worlds aren't actually dangerous, but are rumored to be. This world on the surface doesn't look that interesting either, but if you were to load this seed in Minecraft Alpha, you'd be able to find and recreate this screenshot. The very first post that started the rumor of Herobrine. The original Herobrine world. The Minecraft at Home project was able to discover this based on a singular screenshot, which I find very impressive. Likewise, if you were to look up the title of this video, you'd probably find another video by someone called O1G. O1G now specializes in Roblox horror and creepypastas, but used to do Minecraft ones. He often showcased several quote-unquote dangerous and haunted seeds. Seeds with 666, 999, 404, 303, or other satanic or cryptic numbers are often considered haunted, even though there is really no truth behind this or any sort of danger. Or so I think. The rabbit hole continues though, as there are several creepypastas explaining in detail why these worlds are so dangerous. And there are a concerning number of them. Seed 1493028 is occupied by the malicious entity 1493028, who glitches and crashes your game. Seed 8476 is a story about a boy whose grandmother gave him Minecraft for Christmas, and upon loading up Seed 8476, was hacked, and then his house got invaded. And World 6000 about a mysterious angry figure who, once you disturb his privacy, goes out into the real world and... can't say that. And Bloody Steve, who forgot to put on his underpants. Sure. And there are a lot more. That's not at all how it ends. Obviously, it should go without saying that you have no need to worry if you are, and all of this is made up for entertainment. But in the realm of fiction, these are certainly one of the most dangerous Minecraft worlds. Things like mountains, ravines, and lava lakes are certainly dangerous, but it's really up to the player whether or not they're about to die from fall damage or lava. Debatably, this seed, which spawns you right on the edge of a mountain, could be argued to be more dangerous than some of the ones before, since if you hold down a direction for too long without thinking, you will die. Probably. But where do the most players die? After looking through a bunch of hardcore death compilations, one location of a Minecraft world repeatedly proves to be the most dangerous. Without question, caves. Out of 100 hardcore deaths that I witnessed, 51 of them happened in a cave. Whether that be to a baby zombie, a spider, or most often, a creeper. So while certain worlds can be the most dangerous part of a Minecraft world is probably a cave. But we can take this one step deeper. Literally. In the new 1.17 update, new Y levels below 0 were added, going all the way down to -64. And new mobs like the horrifying warden were also added to occupy these caves. The warden is a tank. It hunts based on sound and can two-shot a player wearing full netherite armor. As a result, you can see that the most dangerous part of any world is the deep caves, where not only are there creepers, which account for around 26% of hardcore deaths, there are also wardens, which are clearly very deadly. So to answer our original question, it depends what you mean by dangerous. If you mean places where the most people can die, then amplified worlds, or this world with 5 mountains, 2 ravines, and a lava lake may be the most dangerous because it has so many places. And as a subgenre, if you want to find the most dangerous parts of these worlds, just head down to the deep caves, where the warden spawns. If you mean challenging, those that spawn you in the middle of the ocean or the custom infinity snapshot dimensions are the most dangerous. They're almost impossible to play. And if we're talking player-influenced, 2B2T is almost undoubtedly the most dangerous, most popular Minecraft world with its deadly amount of hackers. In the end, though, it's really up for interpretation. But with all of that said, thank you so much for watching. I hope you have enjoyed. Please consider subscribing. And as always, peace out, have a good one, and stay safe out there.